Thank you so much for having me at this interview. I'm so excited, and I'm just honored to be here. So, this technology or leadership committee sounds amazing. So, first, I'd be honored and excited to serve on a school technology committee. In my training in my undergraduate years, I've had a lot of exposure and practice with lots of different kinds of technology. So, specifically, I've had extensive time spent with Microsoft Word, video editing softwares, and other online programs, including Google and things like that. In relation to educational technology expectations, I'm very familiar with the ISTE standards and the TIM, the Technology Integration Matrix. And those help teachers plan lessons that are effective and engaging and get students using technology in the classroom. Additionally, as a millennial, I've grown up with technology just constantly around me. So I'm very comfortable with technology and even with learning new things in technology. As for what the committee should be discussing, I believe that they should focus on two things. First, I think they should focus on practical ways for teachers to use technology in the classroom. And then I also think they should focus on ways to further teachers' understanding and professional development of technology usage in the classroom. The truth is that oftentimes teachers just aren't comfortable with technology or they're a little bit nervous about using it in their classroom. And so I think that constant exposure to that technology would be great. Additionally, I know that I've learned a lot of ways to use to use technology to differentiate for students, and I've learned about ways to use technology to help students be more engaged because nowadays they are using technology at home more. And so when we can bring it into the classroom, it's a lot of times something that they're familiar with. And so it's something that makes them comfortable. So I would love to serve on this committee. I think I have plenty to learn, but I think that I've also learned a lot in my time at school. So I think it's really important that we teach students how to be um, safe on the internet and how to use technology in a responsible way. So I think it's very responsible of the school to already be thinking about that. So it's important that we first teach students how to be good citizens, and if we can teach them how to be good citizens, then that will transfer to their digital citizenship. And specifically, if we teach to ISTE Standard 2, which talks about digital citizenship, we can help to teach students what it means to be safe and legal on the internet, and even how they can keep their personal information safe when they're on technology. Um, and also, we can teach them what to do if something seems off, that they should tell an adult or a parent or a teacher. Ultimately, it is our duty to teach students how to use the technology in their classroom effectively and responsibly instead of assuming that we know how to do it. So I think that is a wonderful thing to teach. That's a wonderful question. So, when we refer to students as producers in technology, this means that they have control and they have choice over what they're creating. And so, the alternative is that they're passively just taking in information through technology. But when they're producers, they're designing and creating tools and resources that can help them showcase what they've learned and help them synthesize their learning. So, as a school, I think it is very important that students are given opportunities to produce and create artifacts that show their knowledge. This is a way that is far more interesting for students than just taking a test. Sometimes it can be a little bit more difficult on the teacher's side, but I think it's worth it. So, by allowing student choice and control, you're giving them the chance to solve new problems with a creative solution. So, I encourage you to look up the ISTE standards. I know they speak a lot to allowing students to be producers instead of consumers. And I believe Standard 4 is the one that gives many ideas about how to allow them to be designers. So I think it's a great first step that the school sent home a survey to assess technology usage with parents. I know of a few tools that you could promote parent-school communication. So the first is called Class Dojo. I haven't personally used it, but we've used it in some of my classes in undergrad. The application allows teachers to give students positive or negative behavior points and to show their grades that parents can view at home in an app and I believe online. Additionally, teachers can share photos, almost like an Instagram application, and those photos go just to the classroom parents. So that's a fun way to show parents what's happening inside the classroom, and to even give them some conversation starters with their students to talk about later that night. It just keeps parents in the know and letting them know what's happening in the classroom. So outside of applications, I love to send home monthly newsletters to parents, and that communicates goals and upcoming activities for the month. And I think that just shows that as the teacher, you are trying to reach out to those parents. And a lot of times, if teachers set high expectations for communication with parents and hold up their end, it helps parents feel more comfortable to reach out at any time during the year, which sets really positive communication goals. So thank you.